The Yellow Stars of Umofia. Finally, we said this thing is going to happen. We shouldn't underrate any team. You see, Ghana, we have a problem. We have a problem. We always want to underrate a team, saying that Comoros the squad they have is not that good. It's not that well equipped for us to for them to score us. But look at what happened. Comoros eliminating Ghana from the tournament. Anyways, viewers, welcome back to Footnote Sports Stream, and please, if you are new to this channel, as usual, click on the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. And today, what we're going to talk about, we are going to talk about the Ghana versus Comoros game, a quick review about the game. And we're going to look at if it's okay for us to dissolve the team and rebuild a team. And also the World Cup qualification. Are we confident enough that Ghana is going to qualify? Let's take it out from here. Today, I have Abeku and Mohammed on Skype. Alright, viewers, welcome back to Footnote Sports Stream, and as I told you, we have Abeku in the studio and Mohammed on Skype. Just a quick, I just want to go through the highlights. Today we're going to talk about the Ghana versus Comoros game, and let's look if it's good for the Blackstars to be dissolved and rebuild. And also, we're going to look at a World Cup qualification. Are we confident enough that Ghana is going to qualify? We're going to take it from here. And let's start with Ghana versus Comoros game. I'm going to start with Abeku in the studio. Abeku, what do you think about Ghana versus Comoros game? As usual, 3-2. Yeah. We were surprised by them.
Not really surprised. Looking at our pedigree as Ghana, as a football nation, we are supposed to beat Comoros. But before the whole tournament, I quite remember Moses and I were in the studio. Mohammed and I were in the studio talking about the quality of our team. That is not really up there, but we're hoping that we are going to take the second spot behind Morocco. But looking at how things turn out, it looks like our players were shambolic. Like there was nothing, there wasn't much hunger in them to win,
Yeah.
And I don't know how to even describe the team because I'm just lost of words because a football nation as Ghana, and looking at our preparation even towards the tournament was nothing to roam about,
Yeah.
So I think we deserve what we got. That's the 1 point. Comoros was better than us, Gabon was better than us, and Morocco was definitely better than us. So I'm not really kind of like hurt, but just disappointed in what the boys showed the whole 30 million Ghanaians, given this big platform to deliver and see what they did. They were abysmal. The technical team, the players, the football associations should bow their head in shame because they really disappointed a lot of guys.
Okay. Mohammed, what are you going to say about Blackstars? We know Blackstars are out of the tournament, the Afcon, going down by 3-2 against Comoros. What are you going to say about Blackstars versus Comoros?
To all your viewers, really, I think this is not surprising to me as a journalist or as a sports journalist. You see, I remember the last episode I made it clear to you that our team is not that team that we need to hype or we need to give that particular attention that they are going to win the Afcon for us. Our team is a young team. We need not put pressure on them to go and win any Afcon for us. We need to accept that whenever our major team faces out, there is a need for rebuilding. The last time I made this point very clear that our team is not sophisticated enough to go and win Afcon, and so we should stop giving ourselves so much expectations for winning the trophy. We don't have to expect anything more, but just allow the players to express themselves on the African stage. I think I make this point very clear. I realized that our team was not so solid to go and win this Afcon. And so for me, it's not surprising. Let me come back to the game. So the previous two games, we realized that we're conceding late in the game. And so you realize that Coach Milo was trying to solve that particular late conceding, will I say, character. And he rather even messed it up by making us concede earlier. And then again, messed it up again by conceding late again. When you watch the game, we conceded earlier and we conceded late. And so at the end of the day, the tactics that he was trying to bring on board to curb the late conceding has even, I think it didn't even work out well for him, because at the end of the day, we still conceded late in the game when we needed that one goal to at least give us that particular avenue to think that we can qualify for the next stage of the competition. But I'm not surprised. I knew that our team was not that sophisticated, was not that solid. And I made it clear that I know that our team was not good, but I was thinking maybe the debutant, because of the hunger and anger in them, they were going to put something or bring something on board for us to maybe see something new. But it looks like, we are still not prepared. So this brings us back to the rebuilding that I put across the other time. We need to come home and see how best we can put this machinery that we have together and rebuild our team. That's all we need to accept now. We don't need to expect anything higher than expecting that our team, or than having it in mind that our team is a young team, and so we need to rebuild. That is all we need and nothing more else. That's it.
Okay. So on Mohammed, do you think the team should be dissolved and rebuilt? And rebuilding, as we are rebuilding, which players do you think the board should still maintain?
Well, dissolving the team is counterproductive. I don't think there's any need for Ghanaians to call for dissolving the team. No, all the players that we called are Ghanaians. All the players that we called one way or the other play for clubs. All the players know what is at stake, but there are certain roots of this laminates we sit down and talk about. There are certain policies that we are exhibiting as far as the Blackstars is concerned that we need to relook at. There's nothing like dissolving the team. Dissolving the team wouldn't do anything. Let's maintain the players, the young players we have. Let's psych them up. Let's make them aware that they are Ghanaians, and for that matter, when they go to the African or maybe the world stage, they need to think about Ghana and not money. We need to imbibe in them the need of patriotism. You see, and we need to make sure that whilst doing that, we need to also come down to our management team and make sure that that attitude of fill in my player, that attitude, that we all know what is happening, but we can't say them out. That attitude of, I want my player to play. I want my players to. If the player is, we need to start relying on our talents to make sure that the Blackstars come back to it. Other than that, we are going to be good. We are going to go extend. Yesterday, I was telling my boss I was watching the game with that. No, now it looks like with talent we have gone extend. The way we play the football, I can confidently say that in this Afcon we are the worst team. We are the worst team talent. I think we just need to sit down and rebuild, not to dissolve. No, that's not the case.
Okay, Mohammed. So we need that patriotism. Viewers, we are saying we are sorry for the technicalities. We are still working on it so that we get the perfect sound for Mohammed. And I know he also work on his. Okay, so looking at the patriotism and looking at the kind of zeal that the players have to put on board and the management as well, you could see his putting up a point over there. How are you going to?
Yeah, but the point, I might disagree and agree with some of the things he said. But basically, what's the plan? What's the strategy? You know, during those times, some of our former GFA president had a 5-year development plan. So if you're saying rebuilding, so looking at our present team, which player are you going to keep? Let's ask ourselves, which player in our team has the quality to play Ghana, to play for Ghana? Look at the teams they are playing for. Look at the teams they are playing for. Some are playing for Cyprus Division 2 team. Some of them are playing in Turkey Division 2 team. Some are playing playing Championship, League 2 and League 1. And look at other teams. Apart from Partey playing on a high level, which other player in the Ghana current team?
Amate's playing for Leicester.
How many times is Amate playing for the past 5 games? No, yeah. So we know Jordan is playing for Crystal Palace. He's contributing his bit for the Crystal Palace team. But look at the quality. If you take 3 players, nothing. I think we need to. If we are talking about development, we are talking about re-strategizing and replan. You need to start from under 17 or under 20. Let's build the team from there. Okay. And that the type of selection that they are now doing at the GFA is very appalling, because now it looks like it's a friends and family enterprise where they come and this is my player, this is my player, this is my player. The last time you remember the scandal
of that, yeah.
You do remember the scandal where they interviewed the player and the player was like, he's even surprised why he was even called up to the national team, because in his club he has not even played more than 3 matches.
Yeah.
And surprisingly and interestingly, in a week time, the player was sold to and they made a huge money out of the player because the player has been called up, to the national team. So now the Ghana team has turned into a business enterprise. It has turned into a manufacturing machine, where if you are not doing well, they put you into the team, enhance your CV, and they sell you. Right. So it looks like we are not doing business. We are not doing
I can see football. We
are doing business.
Hello, Mohammed. Can you hear me? Yeah, he said you wanted to say something.
Oh, I think my brother said he didn't get what I was saying. On the last episode, I made it clear that rebuilding starts from somewhere. And so when I made the point that we need to rebuild, I don't need, because Blackstars, how many times they even meet for matches? Rebuilding starts from the grassroots. So I mean, starting rebuilding from the grassroots. That's what I mean. And we are making a point that where does these players play, or where are all these players that we've called? Where do they play? There are certain players in the Afcon. Let me tell you, there are certain players in the Afcon or who have been called to come and play in the Afcon. Forgotten the team. I don't know whether it's Sierra Leone, who don't have, as we talk now, they don't have clubs. So they are here to make a statement to the world, so that at the end of the tournament, they can what? They can get clubs. So I don't think making reference to the kind of clubs they play is important. No, we need to rather think about.
Surprising comparing Sierra Leone, because he just used that as a reference. Yeah, but look at the countries. Look at the countries.
If a player is playing, hello, can I come in? Let me finish.
Yeah.
If a player is playing Cyprus, second division, and is excelling, and he's a Ghanaian, I don't have any problem when that player is being called to the Blackstars. If he's playing in Cyprus and he's excelling, that's not a problem. I remember when Asamoah was moving from Sunderland to we are all against. Yes, so when he was removing, we were all against him, but yet he went there and still excelled, came to captain the Blackstars, and was still banging the goals for us. It doesn't matter if the person is playing in Cyprus. If only the person is on form, the person is doing well, and he's a Ghanaian, why not? He still can play. But so the only thing, let's forget about the kind of teams. We are always making reference to. Partey is playing for us now, but I can say that he wasn't the best player for us on the field.
Yeah.
Yesterday, who knew Kwame Che? Look at the kind of football he played. Yes, nobody knew him, but yet he has made a statement. Look at Baba Idris.
Yeah.
Played just about 5 minutes. He didn't play 90 minutes in an Afcon, and yet people are calling his name. He just made a statement. He plays for Real Mallorca. I hope you get it. And so let's stop making reference to the kind of teams that the other players are playing.
All right. Okay, so I said we are going to look at this transition team. You see, from 2000 to 2006, you see there was some kind of transition of bringing in local players to fill in the gap of the old players, and now looking at this current team trying to give us a new transition. Do we think we have a problem as a country? Because the 2000 to 2006 transition was better, because when we went to the World Cup, we did well, and that same team came to the Afcon 2008 and they did extremely well, even though they were third also. Yeah, and that same team have been there.
World Cup 2010.
And now this current team, like, how can we just trash all those players and bring in a new set of players? Let's look at from there. Let's start with Mohammed. Mohammed, can you hear me?
Yeah.
So let's look at this comparison from 2000 2006 and this current 2018 to now. Yeah.
It's as simple as that. I remember, I think Kingsley was making a point that we need to bring on board, or we need to start rebuilding from under 17. When you look at, you see what happened from that 2000 to 2006.
Yeah.
Most of the players that excelled or were promoted to the Blackstars started from the youth stage. The likes of Michael Easton, Philip Montari, the John Mensens, and all the Pencils, they all started from somewhere, from the youth teams, and then graduated to the Blackstars. And so before they got there, the exposure was there. Not just maybe we just get up and then maybe do some 1 or 2 call-ups, and no, we build them from the youth stage. And so when they got to the Blackstars, they were matured. At least they've been on the international stage. They have a little bit of experience, and so that was easier for them. And then we also made sure that some of the local players like Charles Taylor, William Thiero, we brought them on board to come and assist. But these days we realize that our local players, we don't even have trust in them, and so when we take them, we don't give them the opportunity. Ishaku was taken to the tournament, and it was yesterday that I think he was allowed to play. No, you see, we need to also trust our local players. And so what I think previously we did was we built our players from the youth stages for them to be promoted to the Blackstars. And then the next thing was we also imbibed, or we were mixing the local players with those players that we built, and it was working for us. And so I think we need to go back to that particular system where those players graduating from the under 17 and 20s, we still we polish them for them to be promoted to the Blackstars, and then we still give our local players. David Abagna is our leading top scorer, or he's the top scorer in our league, and yet he won't touch the ball. You get it? All these things tells us that we don't have trust in our local players. I think it's high time we start giving them the opportunity to also express themselves, because the African football is not. It's very physical, and they are playing the African terrain, so they can at least will I say they can adjust to certain conditions, and so sometimes we need to trust them. That's what I think we.
Okay. All right. So you see, as he made a point over there, like you see, all those players that came on 2006 were coming from under 17. 20. Did you pass through the same process? Jordan never passed through it. So you could see, so now we still have some kind of hashtag on Jordan.
Yeah.
And most players, all the players that represented us this current Afcon,
apart from the day.
Yes, they never passed through the channel. So they don't have that kind of they don't feel that kind of pain whenever you represent the jersey, the Blackstar jersey. So what are you also going to add up to?
Yeah, sometimes you can have the passion, you want to do everything for the team, but if your quality is not like up there, we are not playing consistent, like competitive matches at a high level. Sometimes as a player, the more you play high level matches, the more you develop. Because you meet better players, like you observe like some good players and all that. But looking at we don't even have a structure. That's what I was asking. Where is the plan for Ghana? Where is the plan for the next 5 years? What's the plan for the next 10 years? What are we doing as a country? So basically there's no plan. It's like a blind man leading a bunch of blind people, and we all know where we are going to end up. We are either going to be knocked by a car or fall into a ditch. So
okay. So I think the point has been made clear. Okay, viewers, if you're watching on this Football Sports stream, and we always bring to you the real analysis, we're talking about the Ghana versus the Comoros game. We're giving a review, and as usual, we know Blackstars are out of the Afcon tournament. So it's no news, but it's quite a shambolic display for Blackstars since 2006, getting out from the group stages. Afcon, we know Blackstars is meant for Afcon, but getting out from the group stages, if you're not winning a single game, means a lot. It means that there is something we are lacking. Okay, we are going to look at the qualification to the World Cup, and there is a saying that should we call the likes of Prince Boateng? You could say Prince Boateng is sending some kind of tweet on Twitter saying that he's still waiting for them to call him, and he's ready to play for Ghana. So should we call the likes of Prince Boateng and Ajima Bedu, because Ajima Bedu, as it stands right now, is playing in China, as well as Wakasu. So why would they call Wakasu, not call Ajima? And Ajima Bedu is doing fantastic well, and you could see we were lacking such kind of midfielders in this Afcon.
So Calvin Prince Boateng and Ajima Bedu, they should give us a break, because because they should give us a break, because they had the opportunity and they've shown whatever they have for Ghana. We are not downplaying their contribution. They did well when they were playing their prime. So now the problem is not about Ajima Bedu. We should stop talking about Asamoah Gyan, because we've gone past that stage. We need to now look at the pool of players.
But we still need such players too, at least.
No. So
for the younger ones to be looking.
Yeah. But we took Wakasu and
Wakasu, we know had an injury.
No, but he said for the younger players to look at them.
But he didn't play, how can they learn something from it?
No, but then that's why we have phone. You can always call senior players to come and advise the young.
They're different from advice. They're different from playing the real thing on the field. No, because if I'm on the field, you can. Because I remember, I'm not trying to shift the conversation, but I remember even just this our team we played. Yeah. I remember our coach. I was off for some time. When I came, there were new guys playing. So he called the guys and said, hey, learn from him. I was on the field. So they were learning how to control the back. You see, so that will make you learn. But if you are calling someone, so you when you get the ball, make sure you raise your head, then no, come on. Sometimes you'll say it, but when you get to the field, I wouldn't see that like that real.
Yeah, but nothing will change. If basically maybe Ajima Bedu was in the team, nothing will change, because
no, at least we did that, because the transition wasn't there. Starting from defense to the striking, you cannot see the flow. These players are tough. They understand the game. They've played the Afcon. They've played the World Cup and all. So you understand the game. They know. You could see the physicality in them.
The problem is that
they could hold ball for long.
The problem is that they should stop treating Blackstars as a business or as a platform where they just showcase players to for bigger contracts. That's the problem.
Let's get to Mohammed. Hello, Mohammed. Yeah, so the likes of Prince Boateng, Ajima Bedu, and the likes. Should we call them for the younger ones to learn from them or something? And let's look at the World Cup qualification.
I think Ajima Bedu and then Kevin Prince Boateng's tweet or maybe conversation, I don't think it's quite serious. They are just making.
So Ajima Bedu hasn't said anything, but I'm just trying, because they are still Ajima Bedu is still playing. and he's doing quite
No,
well.
no, no. But some few, I
But
think some.
Prince Boateng, we know, said a tweet.
Yeah.
I still waiting.
A year or two ago, Mambedu announced his retirement. So I don't know what he's saying. I don't know if he wants us to call him from retirement or what. No, I think that's why I'm saying that maybe I don't take their conversations or their statements serious. I know they are making fun. They just want to tweet something for us to, just as Ghanaians are always doing. They also want to be part of the scene. Let's just put that aside. They are not in that state where they can play for the Blasters now. They have done their part, and so I think they should leave the scene for young players to come on board to take over. And so I don't want to even comment much about. I think it's one of those funny statements that maybe they put across for others to also. They want people to tweet to assist them in tweeting, or maybe I don't know why they put that in, but I don't take that serious though.
But do we start the chance of qualifying?
Who? You mean what?
For the World Cup.
Why not? We can qualify from now to the time we play the what I say the
match, right?
Yes. From the yes, we can do a lot. There's a lot of things that we can put in place. We can still
players
qualify.
Going back to their clubs. So how can they still get that ball?
No, you see, it's not about players going back to their club. The players will always go back to their club. There's no way you can keep players in camp for 2 months before a tournament. They'll always go back to their club. But it is what system, whatever mechanisms we are putting in place, we are going to put in place that will give us the results. And so I think from now to that time, we can say that we can learn from our mistakes. Whatever
also
we
scouting, right?
Yeah, whatever things or whatever mechanisms we didn't put in place, whatever system, whatever structures we didn't put in place, we can bring them on board. We can do a lot in just 1 month and still go back and qualify for the World Cup. It's a must. And Ghanaians have already given up on the Blasters. And so if by exiting from this particular stage, we still are not able to qualify for the World Cup, then I don't think in the next 1 year, they will even get one supporter from Ghana supporting the Blasters. It looks like everybody has given up on the Blasters, and we want them to make a statement, and not just any statement. We want a cup to console us. That is all Ghanaians want. And so, if they are not able to qualify for the World Cup, then I think we should consider ourselves as no more a footballing nation. We should now start from somewhere and say that we are
okay. All right. So what are you?
So I'm going to sit on this platform to basically say we can't qualify to the World Cup. No, we can't. Nothing can change in the next 2 months. Like Jordan and you.
I like the banter.
No. Jordan and you can't transform from the Jordan and you we know to Mbappe. Sound like an Mbappe. Who?
He said, please come again.
Jordan Ayew or a Dede Ayew can transform from being your worst player to a good player. What I'm saying is that there is a lot we can put in place. So maybe if you call this set of players and you realize that they didn't help you out in the tournament, you can still. There are a lot of Ghanaian players. You can decide to call new set of players you think are capable of playing. I'm not saying in the next 2-3 months we should be looking at the day are you transforming from being a mediocre striker to a better striker. No, that's not what I'm saying. Just listen to me well. What I'm saying is that in the next few months, there are a lot of mechanisms, or there are a lot of measures we can put in place to make sure that we can qualify. I'm not limiting my statement.
All right, more.
Yeah, basically, I understand, but who's going to put down those mechanisms? Like who? Milo, what is Milo going to change? What tactics is Milo going to do? Like, I understand what you are trying to be optimistic, but the reality is that we can't qualify.
Let us be guided. Milovan, right? But the reason why maybe Ghanaians would have gone back for Milo is because Milo has a record with us. Let's be guided. Milo has once done something for the Blackstars, and so I don't think fine. When he was called, we based on his risk record, we're all not happy. But that notwithstanding, and so calm down. He took this Blackstars team barely less than a year ago, and so I don't think you shouldn't put that. That's what I'm saying. That the whole team that was representing Ghana were not team that we should have classified as what a winning team. He took Ghana barely. I think. Okay. His first match was against South Africa also, and so you can't say that he has been in the team for so long that he should be able to change the team to even perform well on the African stage. No, it's all right, time.
All right, viewers. If you're watching this Footnote Sports stream, and we are gradually drawing the curtains, and please, as usual, if you're new to this channel, please click on the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. So, as you said, we've said a lot. So, what are you going to tell the fans as Blackstars is out of the league?
So I still stand by my position that there's no hope for Blackstars, and we should forget about it to qualify, because I don't know which top 5 teams that are like on the on the continent that we can beat. The likes of Morocco, we can't beat Morocco, we can't beat Egypt, we can't beat Nigeria, we can't beat Senegal. So I don't know, we can't beat Cameroon, we can't beat Cote d'Ivoire. So we should just forget about the World Cup and now we should just think about the next, I think it is United States 2026, and we have to now have a plan, maybe a 5-year plan. Let's start from under 17, because by 2026 they'll be in the range of 24-25. That's where they'll be in their prime. So now let's start now. We should forget all the resources that we are going to spend on the World Cup qualifier. We should just forget 30,000, 60,000. We should fire Milovan. We should just get 3 best Ghanaian coaches. Let's groom them. Let's take them to all the best coaching courses. Let them learn from the best in the world. Let's spend more money on the coaches. Let's form a board where it's only coaches who are going to call the players, not any GFA member, executive member, and that. No, we need to tell the truth to the GFA leaders, because we can't put our hopes, we can't put our brains and our heart into it, and they just disappoint us. So we should just forget it. That's
Mohammed, what are your last words for the viewers?
Well, I don't know. I can see the anger in Kingsley, but that I understand him. You know, it's not easy seeing the team that you love perform so shambolic, and I think it's not the best. But well, I think that Ghana can still qualify if we do things right. For qualification, you are just making statement that you don't think we can beat Senegal, you don't think we can beat Morocco, we all didn't think Comoros would beat us. Yeah, they beat us. So your thinking, I don't think in this instance comes to play. It is what you do on the field that at the end of the day brings you results. It's not about what you think. There are a lot of thoughts that we had in the beginning of this tournament. Did you think that Guinea would beat Algeria? No, nobody thought about it, but yet it happened. And so it's what happened on the field. And so if we are going to put things in place to make sure that on the field of play we are going to excel, why not? We can still qualify. For that one, I can say that we can. And so yes, that's what that.
So viewers, we we will still bring you the updates as to if Ghana will qualify or not. Abeku for the World Cup. Abeku says he doesn't think Ghana is going to qualify for the World Cup, and Mohammed says he's a little confident that Ghana can still qualify if things are put in place. Okay, viewers, thank you for watching, and Mohammed, thank you for coming to Footnote Sports Stream.
Thank you.
All right, Abeku, as usual, thank you for coming to Footnote Sports Stream. Okay, viewers, it's our time, and see you on the next episode. Bye bye.